We mentioned the polling, down by nearly 12 percentage points. Our head of research, Stephen Yahakam, smartly pointed out that the probability of a Haley upset is lower than 8.5%. That is the poker equivalent of pulling an elusive inside straight. But Haley, who we spent some time with earlier and watched certainly on the trail, is more confident of pulling that inside straight than ever.
That's the sound of a two-person race.
The energy and momentum continues to build. We had 1,200 people at the event last night. We had 300 people just now at the VFW. It was cram-packed. The energy is good, so we're excited.
Since DeSantis has dropped out, it's being framed two-person race, but you have to win New Hampshire to stay alive. Is that fair?
It's never been fair. You know, I said I needed to be strong in Iowa. We started at 2%. We ended at 20%. I need to be stronger in New Hampshire. I think we'll do that tomorrow. And then I need to be stronger than that in South Carolina. You know, the one thing we have to remember is Donald Trump only won with 1.5% of the vote in Iowa. 56,000 people voted for him out of a state of 3 million. That's not representative of the country. And you've got the political class saying, oh, it's him, it's got to be him. No, this is not a coronation. This is an election. And you go state by state, you're trying to get representation of real, normal people. And that's what we're focused on. We're going to take it one step at a time. And then we're headed to my sweet state of South Carolina.
So much has been made about Donald Trump in this election. I think we can agree on that. Give me a policy that you think has been lost of yours, real policy difference that voters need to know about that they haven't been focused on.
That is different from him?
Or anybody.
Well, I mean, first, he says that I want to cut Social Security. That's a lie. He says that I don't want to secure the border. That's a lie. I actually passed the toughest illegal immigration law in the country.
But what do you want to do?
What I want to do is what he didn't do, which is make sure we get inflation down, get our economy back on track. He put us $8 trillion in debt in just 4 years. Everybody thought the economy was good, but look at the credit cards we now have to pay. Our kids are never going to forgive us for that. I'm an accountant. We have got to get the fiscal situation under control. The second thing is he worked on trade with China. He did nothing on the fentanyl flow. He did nothing on them stealing intellectual property. He did nothing on the fact that 90% of our law enforcement drones are Chinese. He did nothing on the fact that all of our medicines in our drugstores are Chinese, that they've got a spy base going into Cuba. We need to get our national security back on track. He did nothing to make sure our kids are reading again. Only 31% of our kids in 8th grade are proficient.
Are you talking about Donald Trump or Joe Biden?
Well, I mean, look,
they
you can't tell the difference in some of them.
Then that brings me to the last question. Nancy Mace, Congressman, I know you know, just endorsed Donald Trump. She said that since Donald Trump has left the White House, it's been, quote, a bleep show. Did she leave out that it was a bleep show while Donald Trump was in office?
I mean, look, Nancy can answer her own questions. What I can tell you is Joe Biden has been terrible in every respect, from continuing that spending that Donald Trump started, to the recklessness on the border, which is truly a dereliction of duty, to the fact that he's put his head in the sand on every enemy that's tried to hurt us, and instead of preventing wars, he's the one that's ignited wars around the world. So it's been a mistake. And keep in mind, we don't want a Kamala Harris for president. That's why I'm doing this, because if you look in the general election polls, Biden and Trump are head-to-head. We will lose, and we will have a President Kamala Harris. I defeat Biden in every one of those polls. It was just a poll in New Hampshire yesterday or day before. In a general election, Trump loses New Hampshire by 7 points. I win New Hampshire, but I win all the swing states. Do we want to go and say, okay, we'll have Trump for a primary, but we'll have Kamala Harris for a president? No. We want to make sure we never have a Kamala Harris for president.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you.
Take care. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.